Your studio is located in the Lapinlahti Hospital area? Or how is it? How do people call it? I mean, I would just say Lapinlahti, but that's actually a town.
The name of this area is also Lapinlahti.
Okay.
The bay is Lapinlahti Bay.
Okay, yeah.
And this is Lapinniemi, the Cape of
Lapland.
Yes, this area. But it's the former psychiatric hospital and one of the most oldest ones in Europe and world.
Really? Oh, I didn't know it was so old in comparison to the other ones in Europe as well. But it's been a place for artist studios for a while now.
10 years or a bit more. But there's like two main operators. So there's artist studios and we have the Lapinlahti and then we have the osuuskuntatilaajakamo.
Oh.
So they share the main building like 50-50 and then the Lapinlahti has this Venice house and some other houses here. And we have also mental health work here.
Right.
So I would say it's a very diverse cultural center. People are working here, but then you also get therapy and yoga and whatever. There's art schools and bakery and cafeterias and
it somehow makes sense, you know.
It's a full service place.
If it was a mental hospital, now it's also taking care of the mental health in a way. How long have you been in this studio?
Well, I think it's even 10 years now. First we were kind of planning how to use the building and it was full of stuff and all kind of dirt and it was really a big project to make this anyhow workable space. We carried 10 tons of stuff outside and or more.
Oh.
And because it was abandoned for, let's say, even 30 years. So this was an apartment building in a hospital area. And in 1980s, that's the last time it was really working. And then it was just a storage warehouse. And this is the most seaside building in Helsinki, central areas.
I mean, with a warehouse with this view is insane.
Yes.
To be honest. So this was where the staff was living when it was still a hospital, or?
Yes, there were many families here. So after the war, when it was renovated, because some bombs hit nearby, it was full of families. Helsinki had really a big, and Finland had a big need of apartments. So each room had even a big family.
Are there any records of those times, like photos remaining somewhere? Or?
We have actually a museum in the main building, this mental museum. So it has some image. It has where you enter to the cafeteria, there's a photograph of these two young boys. They are fishing in front of this house. So they lived here when it was bombed. And they live even now, so they visit here. They're just elderly gentlemen now. So we have now the connection also with some of the families who lived here. I'm also working here as to get paid here. So my job is to guard that people don't drill the holes to the historic walls.
Oh, interesting.
Because museum people don't really like it, so we need to have a minimal effect here for the building.
Yeah, it's funny.
And it's really first grade protected landmark building and the area. So, and it's the main building is the Engels' last building, the same architect who designed Helsinki Center, the cathedral and the government buildings. So this is his last and at least damaged building, because hospital hasn't renovated it again and again. So it has all the layers left. And then this building there's a very famous painter, Helen Scherpeck. So her brother is one of the architects of this Venezia house. So that's really funny. And her grave is on the graveyard, other side of the water there. And you can watch this house from her grave.
Well, that's probably how she wanted it.
Well.
Or who knows?
It can be. Well, her brother designed several buildings, so then it was just domestical buildings. So we have made it special now, but it was just a bakery and a laundry building at first. I've done some artworks outside. In Lapinlahti, I had one floating sculpture in this bay, maybe 5 years ago. And when this Lapinlahti program started at 2014, I made this very huge wooden sculpture in front of that old hospital's yard. That was like 5 times 6 meter size. And 3 meter high. I used 600 meters of wood. But it was a kind of, well, it was definitely fun. But then it was a ghost house. It was like abandoned area.
Yeah, and what do you do after a while with that kind of a bigger work?
Well, it was there maybe 6 months, and then some vandals destroyed it, so then it went into pieces. And I was going to artist in residency then to Rome. So Lapinlahti is a very important area for me. Maybe it's a kind of residency inside Finland for me for quite many years now. Lapinlahti is funny and interesting that people work a lot for Lapinlahti. They don't get paid always for that, and most often they don't get paid. They have their studios here, they pay some rent, but then they do volunteer stuffs, and then we are planning a lot how we like protect the area. So that was maybe after COVID or around that time there was a idea plan for the area, and then Helsinki made a competition, and then also we participated with yes, with this quite big operator in Finland. But then there was a Danish real estate company who also participated there, and the competition itself was very colorful. So we were in a second phase with this Danish company, and then suddenly at the end they proposed a hotel in the park, a fancy big hotel, and then we made a lot of noise, and then even some politicians, well, quite many politicians were supporting the hotel. Our biggest success was to put down that hotel project, because that would have taken 100 trees from the park, and they would have built underground tunnel leading the cars and the traffic under the hotel. So they have digged a huge part of this park.
I remember the hotel idea. I was at one of those demonstrations here on Lapinlahti.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And now we have the traffic tunnel from the West Harbour is the
next
problem.
idea.
Yes.
Yeah. So is that still like supposed to happen?
It is supposed to happen, yes, and we are still going to make noise for it. And there's a very small insect called kirvelilattakoi. I don't know the English name, but it's depressaria something. I mean, which is very funny. It's like depressed. The
a little
Latin
depressed
name,
insect.
but it's the most expensive insect in Finland. It lives only in 4 different addresses, and Lapinlahti is the main address in Finland.
So new demonstrations are to be coming, possibly.
There is definitely always coming new demonstrations, and not just that, we are directly trying to get our message to the city council and politicians and so on. We have also people with journalist background or advertisement background, so it's not just visual artists. So then we can make the message very more sharp.
Yeah, probably.
And we have many people really thinking this. We have meetings every 2 weeks where we think about the Lapinlahti future. It's super focused, I would say.